So guys, this is Sumit here, and I'm your Microsoft Excel mentor and coach. And I welcome you all to this third session on MS Excel Mastery. And today we will be learning all about the conditional formatting in MS Excel. All about conditional formatting in MS Excel. So in case guys, if you feel that my screen has been turned off or if I didn't see your message on Google Meet, you can please even tell me on WhatsApp because my WhatsApp screen is visible to me. In case if I am unable to see your message on Google Meet, you can even drop the message on WhatsApp as well, okay? In our WhatsApp group. So there our communication will be happen on the both the sides, okay? So no problem, Susan, okay? So guys, what is conditional formatting? So how many of you know are aware of the word this conditional formatting in Excel? How many of you are aware of the conditional formatting? Please let me know. Because before starting anything, you should know what exactly is the conditional formatting. What exactly is the concept? Basically, providing the formats to the columns or values based on certain conditions, right? The layman in layman terms, providing the formatting to the cells or columns or rows based on certain conditions. It is known as conditional formatting. In Excel, in MS Excel, you can see conditional formatting under Home tab. Okay, if you click on Home tab, okay, here I am under Home tab itself. Under Styles column, we have a conditional formatting over here. See guys, we have conditional formatting under Styles column. This is the path to conditional formatting. So we have different sets of rules over here, like highlight cells rules, okay, top slash bottom rules, data bars, color scales, icon sets, new rule, clear rules, and manage rules. It every of these have got drop down. Under highlight cells rules, we have drop downs like greater than, less than, between, and so on. Under top bottom rules, these are the basic drop downs, guys. While under data bars, these are we can make a fill. We can even provide color scales to our tables, to our data, icon sets. Okay, we can give the directional shapes, indicators, ratings. While even you can create a new rule by clicking on new rule. We will be covering some sort of formats for new rules as well. Don't worry. And clearing rules under whenever we apply for conditional formatting to any cell, then by clicking on clear rules, we can clear the formatting from those particular cells. Here we have two options: clear rules from selected cells or clear rules from entire sheet. We have two options, okay guys? Either I can clear the rules from the cells which are selected, or I can clear the rules from the entire sheet. Okay guys? So besides that, we have manage rules. Under manage rules, we can either create, edit, delete, and view all the conditional formatting rules in the workbook by using conditional formatting rules. As you can read over here, you can create the rules, you can edit the rules, you can delete the rules, and view the rules of conditional formatting. So this is the basic structure and basic part of conditional formatting. So let us begin with our lecture. So let us begin our lecture. Can we start, everyone? Just comment yes. Can we start with the basic conditional formatting in MS Excel, guys? Can we start with basic conditional formatting? Yes, Rosa. The Please go to the sheet named conditional formatting. Okay. Yes, it's mark sheet. Okay. So can we start, everyone? Okay. Fine. Everyone is commenting yes, but I guess there is problem happening with Susan. He's not commenting yes. Susan, are you there? Susan, are you there? Because conditional formatting, there will be only one lecture on conditional formatting. Okay, fine. So I received message over WhatsApp. So guys, whenever it comes to conditional formatting, that means I will be doing formatting with some certain conditions. Okay, certain conditions. I have some subjects over here. Okay, these are my subjects: math, English, science, history, geography, art, computer science, and French. And these are my students. Okay, Ram, Sam, Hari, Ricky, Mark, Geeta, and Eliza. And these are the marks obtained by them in different subjects. Okay, so here I can do some sort of calculation over here. First of all, I can calculate the total marks of Ram. Okay, so first of all, what I can do, I can calculate the total marks of my students. In order to calculate the total marks, you can simply use the sum formula. Okay, guys, sum, which we have discussed in our initial session. Okay, first session on basic tricks in Excel. Simply use sum formula and drag the formula on the right. Press shift and right arrow key and press Ctrl plus R button. Ctrl plus R button will drag your formula towards the right. Okay, guys. You can see formula has been applied to the entire cells on the right. Okay, entire cells on the right. So how to calculate the average mark? Let's say if I want to calculate the average marks of Ram. So this will be the formula to calculate the average marks, equals to average, and select the entire marks of Ram. Okay, equals to average and select the entire marks of Ram and drag the formula towards the right. Shift and right arrow key and press Ctrl plus R button. Okay, guys, press Ctrl plus R button. Now to calculate the result, what was the result? Let's say if my let's say I provide a condition that if my average marks is less than 40, then the student is failed. However, if the marks is less than greater than 40, then he is passed. That's condition is if my average marks is less than 40, then student is failed. Okay, else he is passed. So how will I provide this condition? I will provide this condition. Okay, equals to if you will need to use the if formula. Already the formula has been calculated in the initial row of your sheet, guys. So please start calculating from the second column. Okay, second column. Okay, I have circulated a sheet where already the first column is filled with the formula. So don't do cheating, and everyone don't do cheating, and please continue with the second sheet. The first formula is written just to make you make the understanding of the formula to everyone. That if so, it is asking for logical test. Logical test. What is logical test? My average marks. My average marks. Let me select my average marks. My average marks is, let's say, if less than 40. If my average marks is less than 40, press comma. I want to provide value if true and value if false. If my marks is less than 40, then I will tell the Excel that the in inverted comma that he is failed. Okay, he is failed. Value if true, marks less than 40. True value will be failed, while false value will be passed. Okay, guys, passed. And let me close the bracket. What if I reverse the formula? If my average marks is greater than 40, if my average marks is greater than 40, then my true value will be passed, and while false value will be failed. Okay, let me press enter button. See, it shows passed because my average marks is greater than 40, right? It is 54. That's why the result is passed. Let me drag formula on the right, press shift and right arrow key to drag formula to select on the right and press Ctrl plus R button. Okay, Ctrl plus R button. It says The student whose name is Eliza, she has been failed because she was able to secure only 35 marks as average. So, do we everyone got it? This basic formula, all three formula, guys. Everyone, let me know, please. Just type yes in the chat box. Rosa, Vinay Kumar, Hardik, Susan, Jaypal, are you there? Jaypal, are you there? Just type yes. Okay. So you are with name Vinay Kumar, right, Jaypal? Your name is Vinay Kumar. Yeah, right, Jaypal. I can't figure out the names because these names are completely different. Some few people's names are completely different compared to our WhatsApp group name. No problem. Okay. So since everyone got all these three basic formula, now let us start with the conditional formatting. What are our tasks for the day? We have all these tasks. Okay. We have all together this much task. Okay. This much task. Like one, two. How many tasks are there? Press shift and down arrow key. Click on the fill handle and drag down. Okay, we have all together 7 tasks for the day. The first task is highlighting marks greater than 80. Okay, highlighting marks greater than 80. Okay, so select the entire marks. Go to the marks column over here. Okay, press Ctrl Shift and right arrow key to select the data on the right, and Ctrl Shift and down arrow key to select the data on the towards the down. Okay, now we have selected the entire data. Okay, now under home tab click on conditional formatting. Under home tab click on conditional formatting. Under conditional formatting click on highlight sales rules. Okay, click on highlight sales rules. Here click on greater than. Okay, click on greater than. Okay guys, everyone, click on greater than, because I want the marks greater than 80. So a dialog box will come. It says format cells that are greater than 80. I will type 80. Okay, and here once I type 80, over here I will need to choose my formatting. Okay, it will ask me for the color. Either I can fill light red fill with dark red text, or yellow fill with dark yellow text, or green fill with green text, light red fill, red text, red border, anything. You can choose any formatting of your choice. Let me choose green fill with dark green text right now. Even you have option to select the custom format as well. You can choose your own format. You can create your own format and select that. You can choose pink color, black color, white color, any color. Okay, guys. Under custom format, you can use the gradient under customs. So let me choose green color and press OK button. What this does, it will highlight the entire mark which is greater than 80. Okay, you can see all the marks which are greater than 80 has been highlighted right now. Like the marks scored by Shyam in maths is 89, which is greater than 80. It has got highlighted. So this is how we use conditional formatting to highlight the marks in any subjects. So do we everyone got it? Do everyone got the path of conditional formatting and how to use the conditional formatting in cells? Everyone, guys, everyone got how to do the conditional formatting for the first task, highlighting marks greater than 80. Fine. The second task is highlighting marks less than 60. Okay, less than 60. Okay, less than 60. For this, let us work on same table. Select the marks with Control Shift and right arrow key and Control Shift and down arrow key. Okay, Control Shift and right arrow key, Control Shift and down arrow key. Under Home tab, again click on Conditional Formatting. Okay, now again since we want the marks less than 80, click on the first icon itself. First icon, highlight sales rules. Last time we selected greater than. Now we need to select the less than. because we want the marks less than 60. Okay, highlight marks less than 60. So I will type less than here 60 over here, and let me choose my formatting. Let me fill it with the red text, not red. Let me fill it with the yellow. Okay, yellow text, yellow fill with dark yellow text. Okay, let me also show you the custom formatting, guys. Okay, let us go to the custom format. Once you click on custom format and press OK button, you will see the dialog box will come. Okay, now here go to fill option. Go to fill option. Okay, under fill you can choose either color, or you can choose the pattern of the color over here. Okay, any color you can choose over here, and pattern style also you can choose over here. Let's say, let me choose this color. Okay guys, let me choose this color, and my pattern style will be automatic. Okay, and my pattern color will be automatic, and my pattern style will be, let's say, let me select this style. Okay, this style. Let me press OK button and press OK. You will see this was the style, and it's not looking not that much great. Okay, this pattern is looking not that much great. So let me again choose the this change the pattern. Okay, since this pattern is not looking cool. Okay, let me change the pattern. Go to conditional formatting, highlight sales rules, click on less than 60. Here go to the custom format. Under custom form, let me select the yellow. Okay, and pattern style, let it be this. Let it be this. Okay guys, and press OK button and press OK button. So this is how it has highlighted the entire marks less than 60 with yellow color pattern. Okay guys, so this is how we use custom formatting in MS Excel to highlight the marks which was less than 60. Right now we are learning very basic concept in conditional formatting. So why we are starting with basics? Because it is very much essential to know the basic part of conditional formatting whenever we are starting anything. So do everyone got the second task for the day? Everyone got the second task? Highlighting marks less than 40? Just type yes. Okay, fine. Even if I see one yes, then I will fine. I can see all the people saying yes. Fine. So now third task, highlighting marks in failed subject. Let's say my condition was if my average marks is less than 40, then student is failed. So let's say my condition was if my average marks is less than 40, then student is failed. Else he or she is passed. Okay, this was my condition. So let us use same condition for this also. Had to highlight the marks which is in failed subject. That means the mark which is less than 40. If the student obtains marks less than 40, then he is assumed to be failed. Okay, so let us do the formatting for this third condition. Let us select the entire marks, press Ctrl Shift and right arrow key and Ctrl Shift and down arrow key to select the data towards the right and towards the down. Okay, Ctrl Shift right arrow key towards the down, Ctrl Shift down arrow key towards the down. Under Home tab, click on Conditional Formatting once again. Okay, under Home tab, click on Conditional Formatting and click on Highlight Sales Rule. Okay, now again click on less than. Okay, I want the marks less than 60, less than 40, because I want to target those students who have been failed. Okay, I want to target those students who have been failed. So less than 40 means those students who failed in those subjects. And my formatting will be, let's say, light red filled with dark red text. This, let me fill it with the red color, because normally red is a sign of danger. So let us use the same color for the students who failed and press OK button. So this red color will show all the students marks who have been failed. So did we got it, guys? Highlighting marks in failed subject. Highlighting marks in failed subjects. If our condition was that the marks less than 40, if any students obtains marks less than 40, he is assumed to be failed. So great, guys, great going. What if I want to highlight the marks equal to 40? Equal to 40. How to highlight? Let us again do the same process. Okay. Let me select my data. Control Shift and right arrow key. Control Shift and down arrow key. Okay. Go to conditional formatting. Click on highlight cells rules and click on equal to. Okay. Click on equal to. So this is the path, guys. Everyone, please continue with me. I hope everyone has received the file for today's session, and please copy the path. We have already selected the use greater than and less than. Right now we are here at equal to. Okay, guys, we are here at equal to. I want to highlight the marks equal to 40. That indicates that all those students who have just passed, who students who have just passed. Okay, let me click on equals to. I hope everyone have copied the path. Press window plus print screen, window plus print screen to take the screenshot. Okay, guys. In case, and if anybody is making the notes, then it's properly fine. You can make notes as well. Otherwise, recording will be available to everyone. Okay. Click on equals to. I want the marks equals to 40, and let me choose my formatting. Click on drop down. Let me fill it with the yellow. What's the, guys? Not yellow. Let me choose another color. Yellow is already there. Go to the, let me fill it with the custom format, and let me select the color. Let me select this color. Okay, and press OK button. Press OK. Now you see all the 40 marks got highlighted with the dark brown, light brown color where I had given the formatting. So now you can give the whatever formatting you're giving, you can mention the color over here, that all the green color marks, green color indicates the mark greater than 40. Yellow indicates mark less than 60, while red indicates marks less than 40 or marks in failed subjects, and light brown indicates the marks equal to 40, means the students who have been just passed. This will be the symbol which you can give to a data whenever you are presenting to a manager, or whatever the data you have been extracted and you are highlighting. The color will be the very best combination whenever you are making any PowerPoint presentations, and you can give the reference to the color just below the data. Okay, guys. How to highlight the marks between 40 and 80? The next task. Highlighting marks between 40 and 80. Before highlighting this mark, let us clear the formatting. Okay, from the cells. Let me select the cells. Now to clear the formatting. How to clear the formatting? We already saw in the beginning of the section. Go click on conditional formatting. On the bottom, starting from the bottom, click on second item. Click on second item, that is clear rules. Under clear rules, click on the clear rules from selected cells. Okay, because we have already selected the cells. What this will do, this will clear the entire formatting which we have done before. Now we can do some fresh formatting as well. The path to clear the formatting was conditional formatting, clear rules. Click on clear rules from the selected cells. Select the data. click on conditional formatting, click on clear rules, and click on clear rules from selected cells. So this is the path to clear my conditional formatting. Only applying any formatting won't work. You should also know how to clear the formatting. Otherwise, if you apply any wrong formatting, then you can't. You should also know how to remove any wrong formatting. Okay, guys. So I hope everyone got this. How to clear clear the formatting. Just comment yes in the chat box. Everyone got got how to clear formatting from the cells. Just comment yes. So that we can start with the next task for the day. Cool. So all the participants for today, please do send me your email ID so that I can send you some valuable materials over the mails. Okay, everyone. I will be communicating towards the end. Okay. So now highlighting marks between 40 and 80. We are now highlighting marks between. This is the task we are doing right now. Highlighting marks between 40 and 80. So here the process is same. Select the data, Control Shift and right arrow key, Control Shift and down arrow key. Okay. Control Shift and right arrow key, Control Shift and down arrow key. Click on conditional formatting. Under conditional formatting, again click on the first element itself. We haven't moved to the another item. We are on the first element itself. Okay, guys. Under highlight cells rules, click on between. Click on between. Okay, click on between. Under between, I want marks between 40 and 80. So my first cell will be 40, another will be 80. Let me fill this with the green field with dark green text. Okay, or you can choose any other formatting of your choice. Okay, guys, this is the path to highlight the cells between two numbers. Okay, guys, and click on OK button. So this is how you can highlight the marks between two numbers, or highlight whatever salary of the employee, or price of the product, or whatever data you're working on. You can use conditional formatting based on the given conditions. Let's say if a manager tells, let me highlight the entire sales of the people who did sales between 5 lakhs to 12 lakhs for the fiscal year 2019-20 or 2021. Okay, so in this case, conditional formatting will be the very vital tool that will help you to do your work within the fraction of second. You can, and it will also will make your task presentable, because your manager, if anything is colored, then that is easily noticeable. Else, it will be very much difficult for you to extract the data. Okay, guys. I hope everything is clear till here. Let us move to the next task, highlighting the marks in Turf 5 subject. Okay, highlighting marks in Turf 5 subject. Now, in order to highlight the marks in Turf 5 subject, now we are doing this task, highlighting marks in Turf 5 subject. Okay, select the data, Control Shift right arrow, Control Shift down arrow. Okay, click on conditional formatting. Click on conditional formatting. Under top bottom. So this will be the path to highlight top 5 items, top 10 items, top 100 items, top 1000 items, so whatever the top items you want. Okay, since we have a very limited data over here, so we will be only highlighting the top 5 items. Okay, from our data, what we will be doing, we will be highlighting the marks scored by students in top 5 subjects. Okay, this is the path. Click on conditional formatting under home tab. Click on the second element, which is top bottom rules, and under top bottom rules, click on the first item, which is top 10 items. So I hope everyone is with me. I'm taking little bit slowly today so that everyone can continue with along with me. Okay, click on top 10 items. Click on top 10 items. Now here, format or dialog box will come. It says format cells that rank in the top. Format cells that rank in the top 10. I didn't want top 10, but I want top 5. So let me reduce. You can say I'm reducing top 7, top 8, top 5. That's it. And let me fill it with the light red fill with dark red text. Okay. Let me press OK button. Though I said top 5, but here I can see that the red color is filled with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 marks has been highlighted because the 1 mark which is 91 has been repeated twice. That's why conditional formatting has a certain limitation that it will consider the duplicate marks as the single as a single number. So it will count as a top one. Second marks will be this. Sorry, our top one is 95. Top two will be this 291. Top three will be 92, and top three will be 89 and 89. Sorry, top four will be 89 and 89. And while though the four top items are considered as a single, but for the bottom item it is not considering the same. They will be taken as a single items for the bottom item. So you can see 89 has been repeated twice, but it has been considered as a two separate marks over here. Probably there might be difference in some point, or they might be same as well. Even you can cross check with doing the point. It is 89.00, and even it is also 89.00 probably. Okay, so conditional formatting is considering the bottom two items as a different separate one, while the top two items has a single one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have, though we said top 5 items, but it highlighted as the top 6 items. So no worries, we can cross check this error. We can figure out this by checking the number of counts. But to check the counts, we have already discussed the formula of count in the previous session. That was equals to count. This was the formula. Okay guys, this was the count. This was the formula. If count formula can't count the formatting. For that you will need to apply filters on your cells. Okay, we will be learning about filters very soon in our next class. Our next class will be entirely on filters, sorting, and advanced filter. Okay guys, that is a very vital formula, very vital formula after conditional formatting. So this is how we highlight the top 5 marks. Also, the next task is, let me delete the formula. Our next task is highlight the marks in lowest 5 subject. Highlight the marks in lowest 5 subject. We have 6 people joining here, but only I see 4 people have commented. Guys, please share your email ID in WhatsApp group. Okay, guys, in WhatsApp group. Because this I won't be getting this email ID for long term right now. Please share your email ID on WhatsApp group itself. I will be looking over there. Okay. So highlighting marks in lowest 5 subject. I've already highlighted the marks in top 5 subject. Now let us also highlight the marks in lowest 5 subject. Select the data, Control Shift right arrow, Control Shift and down arrow. Okay. Under home, click on conditional formatting and click on top bottom rules. Under top bottom rules, click on bottom 10 items. Bottom 10 items. Okay guys. Bottom 10 items. Under bottom 10 items, reduce the numbers. I don't want a top bottom 8. I don't want bottom 7, but I want bottom 5. And let me fill it with the yellow color. Okay, and press OK button. So you will see this will highlight the lowest 5 marks with the yellow color. Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right now, though I selected the bottom 5, but the result I got was it highlighted the marks in 7 subjects. Why? Because 28 has been repeated 3 times. Okay, 28 has been repeated 3 times. Since this being highest, it will be counted as 1, while 25 has been repeated twice. So the marks which was in the top, it was counted as 1, while all remaining marks will be counted as a 1. So it, instead of highlighting bottom 5, it highlighted us the bottom 7 items. That won't be an issue for us. We just need to cross check with our count formula, or you can apply the filter over here. So this is how we can apply, we can check the top marks in top 5 subject or bottom 5 subjects, top 10, bottom 10. Okay, the same way, if you are a HR, you can check the salary. If you are a sales guy, marketing guy, you can check the sales in top 5 product, bottom, which are the bottom 5 product. So that's how conditional formatting helps us in our day-to-day life. Okay, so I hope everything is clear with everyone. Just comment yes, everyone, guys, if everything is clear till here. Fine. What about Rosa? Are you clear? Vinay Kumar? Okay, fine. Yeah, yeah, thank you so much. Now, since we learn the basic conditional formatting, now let us also learn some sort of advanced trick also. Let's say I have a result over here. These are my results, passed and failed. So few students got passed, few students got failed. Okay. Now what I want to do, I want to also highlight those students who passed, and also I want to highlight the students who failed. My condition is I want to highlight the passed student with green color, while failed student with red color. So how can I do this? So let me select the entire data of result. I've selected my entire data. Okay. Now go to conditional formatting. Go to conditional formatting. We have already discussed everything under highlight cells rules. Also everything under top bottom rules. Top 10 items, bottom 10 items. Also you can take top 10 percentage, bottom 10 percentage, above average, below average. This will be your homework, guys, for everyone. Okay. Please try the other options which we missed in class. Go to highlight cells rules, click on highlight cells rules, and click on text that contains. Under home tab, click on conditional formatting and click on the first icon which is highlight cells rules and click on text that contains. This will be the path to highlight my marks, my result, passed with green color, failed with red color. Everybody please take screenshot of path or make notes of it or do along with me. Okay, everyone. Guys, please take it seriously, everyone. Okay. Now let me click on text that contains. Now here, let's say once I click on text that contains, a dialog box will come. Format cells that contains the text. Let's say, let me type past. P-A-S-S-E-A-D. Past. Let me type past over here. If I type past, then it should come in green color. It is highlighting with a light red fill. But let me click on drop down and let me click on green fill with dark green text. The green fill with dark green text. Okay. Green fill with dark green text and press OK button. Now you will see all the past item will be highlighted with the green color. While again select the path, Control Shift and right arrow, click on conditional formatting, click on highlight cells rules, click on text that contains. Okay, and here type failed, F-A-I-L-A-D, and failed with the light red fill with dark red text. Already the color is red, So press OK button. Now what happens? My past result will be highlighted with the green, failed will be highlighted with the red. Now let me change any sort of mark. Let's say instead of 51 he obtained only 20. Here he obtained only 30. Okay. You can see once I change my marks, now he has been failed. Okay. Initially he was passed and it was highlighted with the green color. Now since the average marks dropped below 40, now he has been failed. Also, let us look at marks of Shyam. Okay, instead of 89, let us say it is 40. 85, instead of 85 it is, let's say it is 10. Instead of 82, let's say it is 30. Instead of 91, let's say it is again 30. Still he is passed. Okay, average marks is 55. Still he is passed. Again, instead of 84, let's say he obtained 32. Instead of 63, he obtained 30. And instead of 95 in computer studies, he obtained 32. Now, when average marks falls below 40, the result came out to be failed. Okay. Now, let us cross check for Ricky. Instead of 40, instead of 35 here, he obtained 90 over here. 90, let's say. Once I change the marks to 90, his average marks came above 40 and now result has been passed. So this is how the automation is possible using conditional formatting. Initially, when we highlighted, if we highlighted, if since we use condition, that's why it is possible for us to highlight the marks with green color, red color, but simply by changing our data. So, guys, how did you find this trick? If it is exciting, just type exciting over the chat box. How did you find the trick? Guys, how did you find the trick? Let me know so that we can move to the next task for the day. First of all, everyone got this? Got it? Got the trick? How I highlighted the marks with red color, green color? Fine. And regarding email ID, guys, please do comment on WhatsApp group itself, okay? With your name, email ID, and only these two things, okay? And I will add you to the email sequence. Although only interested people will be added to the email sequence, okay? Fine. I hope everyone for everyone my screen is visible. So now let us move to the next trick. So guys, since we are done with conditional formatting, some sort of basics and some sort of advanced, now moving towards the next state. Let's say I want to highlight duplicates from the given cell. These are my students. These are the subjects. These are the marks obtained by students in various subjects. Now here, I want to highlight the duplicate marks. I want to highlight the duplicate marks. How can I do this? How to highlight the duplicate marks? Guys, move to the second sheet, everyone. Move to the second sheet, okay, everyone. How can I highlight the duplicate marks? Let me show you the path. Click on under Home tab, click on Conditional Formatting, okay. Under Highlight Cells Rules. Under Highlight Cells Rules, the option starting from the bottom, the first option starting from the bottom, duplicate values. Click on duplicate values, everyone, guys. Okay. Under conditional formatting, click on highlight cells rules, and under highlight cells rules, click on duplicate values. Everyone, guys, everyone. Don't worry, we will be sharing the recording, okay, to everyone. So I hope the path is clear to everyone. So let me click on duplicate values. Once I click on duplicate values, a dialog box will come. Okay, it shows format cells that contains duplicate. Okay, if you select drop down, you can select duplicate or unique. First of all, let us highlight the duplicate. Let us highlight duplicate with and what here from the drop down you can select a formatting. Let me highlight it with the yellow fill color, yellow fill with dark yellow text. Okay, yellow fill with dark yellow text. Press OK button. Now here you can see all the duplicate subjects has been highlighted with yellow color. The mark 76 has been repeated. Okay, 76 is repeated over here as well. It might be repeated somewhere else as well. But 89 has been highlighted because it has been repeated somewhere. 89, you can see it is repeated. It has been repeated over. It has been repeated over. Repeated over here. 89 has repeated over here. So likewise, you can cross check when you are a beginner or newbie. You can cross check whether the formula has been applied correctly or not. This is how I highlight the duplicate marks in Excel. Okay. Or if any person is withdrawing duplicate salary, I can cross check. If I paid double salary to Mr. Syam, then I can cross check. Okay, so that will prevent me creating a blunder from, let's say, committing a mistake. Now, again, if I want to highlight the unique marks, okay, select your data, Control Shift right arrow, Control Shift and down arrow key. Go to conditional formatting, the same path, click on highlight cells rules, and click on duplicate values. Where we have discussed almost all of the paths from first highlight cells rules. Okay, only I guess a date occurring is left. Okay, so click on duplicate values. Click on duplicate values. Now here, now in the duplicates, now select unique. Okay, select unique. Initially, we highlighted duplicate values. Now we will be highlighting the unique values. Let me choose the color for my unique values. Let me fill it with the green fill text. Okay, green fill text with dark green text, and press OK button. Once I do this, you can see my unique values has been highlighted with the green color. So is this clear to everyone, guys? Everyone, how did you find it? Clear to everyone? It is good that when every 2 to 3 minutes we are finishing one trick. It is very much good. Only 2 to 3 minutes it is taking for us to finish one trick. Means people are really curious today to know the tricks. It is really exciting for even me to know. There is no cross question as well. It is also very good. Great, great. Let's move forward. Vinay is asking to repeat unique path. Yes, sure, Vinay. I will repeat once again. So press Ctrl plus Z button. Okay. Now, first of all, select the data. Okay, select the data. Control Shift right arrow, Control Shift and down arrow. I selected the data. Click on conditional formatting. Under conditional formatting, click on highlight cells rules. Under highlight cells rules, click on duplicate values. The same path. Okay, guys. Same path. Under home tab, click on conditional formatting. Here, click on highlight cells rules, and there go to duplicate values. Press enter. Click on duplicate values. Now, previously we selected duplicate. Okay. Now instead of duplicate, click on drop down and select unique. Okay. Select on unique. Okay. Now choose a formatting. Instead of light red, let me select green. Okay, green fill and press OK button. This is how I highlight the unique values in the in from the given data. I hope it is clear, Mr. Vinay Kumar. I hope it is clear. Welcome. Now let us also move forward to highlighting the dates. Okay guys, highlighting the dates. Okay, now here I have certain dates over here. Okay, how to extract date? First of all, let us learn. These are my dates. Okay, these are my dates. I want to highlight the date occurring today. So these are the date. These are the past date. So in order to generate the date occurring today, the shortcut is control plus control plus press the button which is right of L button. Okay, control and semicolon. Okay, once you press control button and semicolon button, it will provide the today's date. It shows today's date is 7th, sorry, it's 4th July 2020. Press control and colon button. Okay, let me type it over here. Control plus colon. Okay guys, how to generate the current time? Press control shift and colon. Okay, control shift plus colon, control plus shift plus colon. Okay, the button is same. Okay, colon comma button is same. Okay, in a laptop. This is how you generate the current date and the date and current time. Okay, current date and current time. Now I want the date for tomorrow. Type this plus 1. Okay, you can see it is generating 5th July. Let me drag it down. Press Control plus D button. Okay guys, press Control plus D button. Once you do this, the date will be dragged below in day wise order, in daily order. Okay, also I want the date occurring yesterday. Okay, so this is the date occurring today. Okay, let me highlight it. Date occurring today. So for date occurring yesterday equals to this today's date minus 1. Okay, likewise you can copy the formula. Control C, Control V, Control V. Okay, this is how I generate the data for dates. Okay, I generated the data for dates. So everyone got it how I generated the data for dates? Everyone got the shortcut? The gift you will be getting today is you will be receiving a yes, Rosa. Can you please type in the chat box? Please type in the chat box. If anybody didn't got it, please let me know how I generated the today's date. I will be sharing one small ebook on shortcuts and tricks in Excel. 35 unique shortcuts and tricks in Excel to everyone who have been participating today. While yes, sure, Rosa, I will tell it once again. Guys, it's the gift for today is only for the participants only. Okay, only for the participants of today's webinar. They will be getting an free ebook on 35 unique shortcuts in MS Excel and 7 unique tricks. That ebook will contain 35 unique shortcuts and 7 unique tricks. Please don't share that particular ebook with anyone because it is paid and we are charging 399 INR for that. Okay, so here let me tell you once again on the request of our one of our student. So guys, What is the shortcut to generate the current date? Press control plus this button, okay? Colon button, okay? Once I press control plus this button, it will give me today's date, okay? It will give me today's date. Now if I want to generate tomorrow's date, simply I add 1, I select the today's date and add 1 to the today's date, okay? Simply I add 1 to the today's date. Now let me drag formula towards the down, okay? Press control plus D button, okay? You can see it is showing 4th July, 5th July, 6th July, 7th July, all together till 23rd July, okay? You should also learn how to change dates in Excel, because if you're working within your organization, then you might need to create attendance sheet. Okay, if you are creating an attendance sheet, or you are making an employees list, or you're keeping track of any employees, their sales, their data, their attendance, then you will need to generate the date serially. In that case, this formula will help you how to generate the date serially. Okay. Also, I want this is my current date. Also, I want a date occurring yesterday. What I will do, I will select the current date and do -1. Okay. Here I did +1 and here I will do -1. I simply copy, paste, Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. Okay. This is how I calculate the dates in MS Excel. I hope now it is clear, Miss Rosa. Is it clear? Is it clear? Clear, everyone? Thank you so much. You can simply comment, okay? No need to open a mic. You can simply comment if it is not necessary, okay? If it is only necessary, then only you can open the mic. Let's say my screen is not visible, still I'm continuing, I'm speaking. In such conditions, then you can open your mic, okay? Just to inform me that sir, you are not visible, or you are not audible. Yeah, Vinay Kumar, we are coming to that. Don't worry, how to highlight weekend date. We are coming to that. So I also let us add the weekend date, okay? 7 days slash weekend date. This will be our fourth task for the day, okay? So weekend date means you want to highlight Saturdays, right? Saturdays, right? If I'm not correct, if I'm correct, okay, fine. First of all, let me delete these dates, okay? Control minus, and let me remove the formatting. Now, I want to highlight the date occurring today. This is my first task. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 tasks. Okay, altogether 4 tasks. First of all, I want to highlight the date occurring today. Okay, how to highlight the date occurring today? If I want to highlight the date occurring today, select the data, Control Shift and down arrow key, Control Shift and down arrow key. Click on under Home tab, go to Conditional Formatting. Okay, under Home tab, click on Conditional Formatting. Again click on Highlight Sales Rules. Highlight Sales Rules. Okay. Under Highlight Sales Rules, click on the second last item, a date occurring. So this is the path to highlight the dates, everyone. Please note it down, everyone. This is the path to highlight the date. Click on a date occurring. Okay. Once I click on date occurring, a dialog box will come. Here I have a drop down. I can select the date occurring yesterday, today, tomorrow, in last 7 days, last week, this week, next week, last month, this month, next month, and so on. Let's say if I want to highlight the date occurring today. Today is today is 4th July. Okay, today is the 4th July. If I select today and let me choose my formatting. Let me highlight it with the green color. Green filled with dark green text. Okay, and press OK button. This will highlight my today's date with green color, the date occurring today with green color. Okay, you can see 4th July has been highlighted with the green color. Let us let us uh, let us change the formatting of the dates. Okay, here press Ctrl plus 1, and here under date choose the long format. Okay, under click choose the long format and press OK button. This will give me the long format. Okay, it will also show the date. Okay, you can see today is Saturday and it has been highlighted with the green color. Again, if I want to highlight the date occurring tomorrow, till here any question, guys? He want to highlight Saturday and Sunday. Yes, Vinny Kumar, you can highlight that as well. You just need to use some trick. Okay, don't worry. So now date occurring tomorrow. Let's see if we can highlight date occurring tomorrow or not. Okay, select the dates, entire dates. Okay, Control Shift and down arrow key. It will select the entire dates. Click on conditional formatting and click on highlight sales rules. Here click on the date occurring. Okay, click on the date occurring. Click on the date occurring and drop down. Click on tomorrow. Okay, click on tomorrow. Okay, and tomorrow let me fill it with the yellow text. Yellow text. So press OK button and you see tomorrow is Sunday and it has been filled with the yellow text. Okay, tomorrow is July 5th and it has been highlighted with the yellow color. Again, a date occurring yesterday. Okay, date occurring yesterday. So date occurring yesterday. Select the date, entire dates. Okay, entire dates. Click on conditional formatting. The same path. Click on date occurring and on the drop down click on yesterday and let me fill it with the red text. Okay, this will fill the date occurring yesterday with red color. Okay guys, date occurring yesterday with red color. Again, the date occurring in last 7 days. Last 7 days. Okay, select the data. Select the data. Okay, click on conditional formatting. Under highlight cells, just click on the date occurring, and here on the drop down, click on last in the last 7 days. So guys, you also need to try last week, this week, next week, last month, this month, next month. Okay, let me select in last 7 days. Okay, and let me fill it with the let me choose a custom color and let me choose gray. Okay, let me choose it light gray. Press OK button. This will highlight the this will highlight the date occurring last 7 days with gray color. Okay, last 7 days with gray color. Okay guys, now highlighting weekends. Let us see if we can highlighting weekends as well or not, as asked by Mr. Vinay Kumar. Weekend, highlighting weekend. Now let's have a data over here. Okay, then let me select the data. Go to conditional formatting. Under highlight cells, to click on a date occurring. Now highlighting weekend means a date occurring this week, right? This week or last week or next week. This will be our weekend. If our weekend comprises of 7 days, okay, normally weekend comprises if our weekend is on one day. Okay, sorry, not one day. So let us see what happens if I see next week, so this week, and highlight it with the let's say highlight it with the another color, custom color, brown. Okay, and press OK button. and press OK button. You will see the entire this week's dates will be highlighted with the brown color. Means the current week running. Okay, it won't highlight the weekend, but it will highlight the entire days in that week. Okay, entire days in the current week. The current days includes all these days. बाबू रह गया. आता बाबू था सर. हाँ? बाहर सर. बाहर का. क्या लीजा? ला. So this will highlight the entire days in current week. So guys, just a moment, guys, just a second, okay, just a second. So I'm back, guys. This is how we highlighted the entire current week. Okay, so we don't have the entire week data. We had only data till Wednesday. Okay, due to lack of sales, we didn't highlight the entire data. Let us first of all let us clear the formatting from the entire sales. Click on conditional formatting and click on clear rules. Okay, clear rules from selected cells. Now we have cleared the entire formatting. Okay, we have cleared the entire formatting till here. Now Susan wants to know how we highlight all Sundays. So let us check, guys, if we can highlight the entire Sunday or not. Okay, select the entire data. Okay, entire data under conditional formatting. Let us try with highlight cells rules and click on text or text that contains. Okay, Sunday. Will this work, guys? I guess it won't work. Okay, I don't think it will work. Highlighting text won't work. So if you want to highlight Sundays only, let us do hit and try. Okay, in order to highlight the Sundays only, go to conditional formatting and under date occurring. Okay, under date occurring. Now we have all these options. Okay, all these options. Now we tried yesterday, we tried today, we tried tomorrow, we tried in last 7 days. Okay, we highlighted entire this week. We can also highlight entire next week, last month, this month, and next month. But we don't have option to highlight the Sunday only, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday only, and so on. We don't have the option over here. So we will need to apply some sort of let's say we will need to apply the logic. Okay, we will need to apply logic. What we need to do, let's say once these are my dates, I will need to extract the day from the I need to extract the day from the date. If Wednesday is over here, I will need to extract the Wednesday. Okay, how can I do this? Let us create some space. Okay, let's create some space. Let me put day over here. Okay, and let me select the entire data. Okay, let me select the entire data. Now here I can extract the day. The first logic will be I can extract the day and I can highlight using that particular day using conditional formatting. That will point me to the dates. Okay, how can I do this? go to data. Okay, click on data and click on text to columns. Under data, click on text to columns. Okay guys, click on text to columns. Under text to columns, click on delimited. Okay, click on delimited and click on next. Now here I want to separate the data based on comma. Okay, based on comma. Okay, I can separate the data based on comma and press next and press finish. You can see the data has not been done. Why this happens? Because we have formula over here. Okay, you can see we have formula over here, and that's why it is not working. First of all, we will need to create it. We will need to convert this particular data into values. So how to convert into values first? Select entire data under home tab. Under home tab, first one copy. Okay, that's Control plus C to copy. Okay, and under paste, click on paste as values. Okay, once the data has been pasted as values, now you can separate the data. Okay, let's say I have a data over here. The same thing you will need to do. Under data, click on text to column. Okay, click on delimited and click on next, and here separate by commas. Okay, I guess it won't separate the data because we have a formatting in the form of dates. Why? You can see a data preview over here. It is showing the formatting of dates, but it is not the formatting of the text. So our next task will be to convert the data into text. Okay, the next task will be to convert the data into text. If you click on finish, you will see still it won't separate the data. Why it happened? Because our data is in the form of text. So the next task which you can do is you can copy the data and paste it over here. Okay. Now, but you will need to paste in the form of text. Okay. How to paste in the form of text? Click on home. Under home tab, instead of dates, click on general. Okay. Under general, it will shows the data has been converted to numbers. But still we don't want the numbers. We still want to extract the dates out of it. Still it is not working over here. Okay. So let us go back to the numbers. This will provide you the numbering formats. Okay. And again, if you click on drop down and select the dates, sorted will give you the short date and long date will give you the long date. But still we were unable to extract our day separately. Like what I want Wednesday separately. I wanted Wednesday separately. It is not working here because the data has been in the form of date. Okay, so how we can do this? But the Excel is not accepting the text to column also for dates. If you want to highlight only Saturday, Sunday, it need to be we need to create a separate days for that. Okay, so anyone Hardik is saying paste special values. Yeah, we did that. Okay, Hardik, we did that. Paste specialized values. Okay, no worries. Here our task is we want to highlight the Saturdays and Sundays only. But the problem is I tried separating with text to column. Okay, I tried separating the data with text to column under data tab using text to column, but still the data was not separated because the data is in the form of date. Okay, the data since it is in the form of date, that's why it didn't got separated. Okay, it didn't got separated. So here, in order to highlight the dates, the only possibility is via conditional formatting. But what we checked under conditional formatting, under highlight cells rules, we even tried with text. typing Saturday, but it didn't work. While under a date occurring, we didn't have any options to highlight only any particular date. Okay, we didn't have any options. So how to do this? Since we don't have any options, we will need to cross check again. We will need to work on this particular thing. Okay, so let me get back with this particular sum in tomorrow's class, guys. Since we are unable to highlight the Saturday and Sunday here, we will need to find out the trick. Okay, we need to find out the logic how to highlight. So immediately it won't be possible. What I feel. So for here, let us continue this particular highlighting for Saturday and Sunday in tomorrow. Okay, because we don't have any options in a date occurring in a date occurring tab to highlight the particular date. We can highlight last 7 days date, last week, this week, next week, last month, but we can't highlight the any particular date. Okay, we can't highlight the any particular date. So that's why, since we can't highlight it, since we need to use in other sort of logics, okay, we will need to create a formula. Okay, we will need to create a logic from here, from new rules. Okay, from under conditional formatting, click on new rule. Under new rule, now you will need to start creating a logic. Okay, how to create a logic? Here you can see format all the cells based on the values. Format only cells that contains. Okay, format only cells that contains. Okay, let's say, let us try here between sales value specific text. Okay, we have a specific text over here containing, let's say, Saturday. If we type Saturday, if we type Saturday and click on format, let me select the orange format and press OK button. Let's say if it works or not. Still it didn't work. That means it should be entirely Saturday only. Okay, let us convert the date into the another form. Okay, go press Ctrl plus 1 button. Under dates, change the format. Okay, change the format. How to change the format? I want only day. Do we have a format for day? We are just trying. Okay, how to highlight the Saturday and Sunday. Okay, guys, we do have a day or not. Day format is not there, I guess. Day format is, unfortunately, only day format is not there. So we will need to look for another logic. Now we will need to look for another logic. Okay, since we don't have a day format, we will need to start looking for another logic. Okay, so let us cancel this. Again, let us use another logic. Click on new rule. Let us see another logic. Okay, format only says that container, it also didn't work. Okay, format only values that are above, it will also not work. Use a formula to determine. The only options available with us is to use a formula to determine which cells to format. Okay, to determine which cells to format. Okay, so here we will need to create a logic, and that logic should be true. Okay, so here what will be the logic? We will need to decide based on our hit and trial method. Okay, every time whenever you are creating any formula in conditional formatting, then you will need to create a hit and trial method. Let's say you can type formula over here equals to if, okay, if, oh sorry, that disappeared. Conditional formatting, click on new rule, use a formula. Okay, here equals to if, okay, if, let's say if these cells, okay, all these cells, if this cells contains, we can develop a formula. Okay, Saturday, I don't think this formula will work. Okay, Saturday. Then format it with the this color. Okay, press OK button and again press OK button. If this logic works, then we will stop here. If this logic won't work, we will continue it and trying hit and trial. If this works, and if I want Sunday also, I will change my formula. Okay, and let me press OK button. It says the formula contains an error. That means formula it didn't work because the Saturday is not taking because we don't have separate Saturday over here. That's why the formula is not taking. So I guess we will be continuing this particular thing in our next class. So guys, uh, let me know if anybody has successfully done this. Anybody over here out of 7 people? Anyone who have been successfully done this? Weekdays. Okay, yeah, that's also one thing. Equals to weekdays and equals to weekend. Hardik said right, but I want to do it with conditional formatting. Can anyone other? Any other guys? So let us also do the way the Hardik said. Let us cancel this. Okay. What Hardik said, we can use the function called equals to weekday. Okay, and press enter button. Okay, it is saying serial number. Let us give 1 comma and return type will be, let's say, let me find only Saturday. Okay, let me select the 1 and return type will be Saturday 1. Okay, this will give me the Sunday for that particular date. Okay, so this is how I can type my serial number and get my weekday, unless I can get my Saturday and Sundays. Okay guys, let us try with another thing. Weekday, serial number 2 comma, and my return type, let's say I want Sunday. For Sunday it's 2. Okay, so it will give me the Sunday for, it is both, we both are giving Sunday. Why it is happening? Even I write 1 over here. Okay, Sunday through number 1 for Sunday through 7 Saturday. Okay, fine. So if I write 11, it will give me Saturday for Jan 7. It will add 7 days from that particular date. So yeah, fine. So guys, even weekday equals to weekday function is also cool in MS Excel. Okay, so our task will be to highlight the Saturday and Sunday using conditional formatting. That will be the task for even you two guys. Okay, so I hope, shall we continue to the next sheet today, or shall we leave it for tomorrow, because we still have highlighting using formula, we have still lots of tasks remaining, advanced condition formatting also remaining. Okay, these two tasks are still remaining. So if we continue it today, it will take more than half an hour. So it's been already been more than 1 hour, 1.5 hour. So shall we continue it today, or shall we left it for next day? Anybody? And please let me know. Shall we continue it today? Rosa is saying tomorrow. So will everybody will be available tomorrow? Let me know. Can we do it tomorrow or next week? When should we have our next class? Vinay Kumar is saying to continue. Even Subhan is saying tomorrow. Any other votes, guys? So since maximum people are saying tomorrow, any other guys who want to? Neeraj is saying tomorrow. Okay, fine. So let us continue it for condition formatting lectures tomorrow itself. Okay, since we are all since it's been a quite tedious time today, so let us continue tomorrow. We were unable to solve our conditional formatting for highlighting weekend, so we will need to come up with a solution also. Yeah, Vinay Kumar, please tell us. You can just comment on the chat box that technique how to highlight weekend. Since we were unable to highlight the weekend in the session, you can just tell us the technique. You can start presenting your screen, Vinay Kumar. You are allowed. Please start sharing your screen. You can start sharing your screen as well if you. Okay, Vinay. Okay, for a number of days, fine. We just want to highlight the weekends. Okay. Are you there, Vinay? Are you there? Simply click on the present screen. Okay. There is a present icon on the bottom. Present icon on the bottom. I will stop presenting my screen. Okay. I have stopped presenting. Now you can present, Vinay. Let us know how to highlight the weekend. You can speak. You can let me know. You can speak. You can put a mic on and let me know. I will continue with my screen. Okay. I have already stopped. I have already stopped my screen, dear. Vinay. Okay, you put a mic on and tell me. Tell us. You put a mic on and tell us. You can simply put a mic on, Vinay. No, you are not audible, Vinay. You are not audible. We are really sorry, but you are not audible. Please, can you call me on WhatsApp? WhatsApp, please. Yeah, please. Call me on WhatsApp, please, Vinay. Let us let's this entire matter here itself. Okay. So Vinay, please share your screen. So guys, we will be presenting for this particular formula in our next session. So since due to some present issue, we will be stopping here. Okay. We will be continuing about our conditional formatting lectures in next session where we'll be discussing about the highlighting using formula. Here we will be discussing how to highlight different cells using formula. And also we will be discussing about the advanced conditional formatting. Here we will be learn how to highlight the players. Let's say if I want to highlight the bowler, then bowler should get highlighted. if we select the batsman from the drop down, batsman should get highlighted. Okay, so we will be containing all these two technique in our coming class. So till here, all these things for the today. Vinay Kumar is saying he's finding error. No problem, Vinay. We will be discussing in tomorrow next class. Don't worry. Yeah, fine. So that's it for today's lesson, guys. I hope you all find it really exciting. Okay. Even we did lots of hit and trials for to highlight the Saturdays and Sundays, but they were not successful. No problem. We will come with different new technique in our coming class. Till then, see you guys and happy learning, everyone. So that's it for today's lesson, guys. See you.